What's up, guys? Today I am going to be cleaning out my table saw. I recently had to do a bunch of really thin cuts on my table saw, and a couple of thin cuts dropped down into here and clogged up my whole system. And so today we're just going to clean it out and let you guys see how I do that, because that's entertainment. Okay guys, so to start, I just wanted to show you my dust collection system I work with, which is the Harbor Freight one. And I've converted it down from 4-inch to 3-inch piping, just to kind of help me save space in my one-car garage shop. And I run that under my workbench to my table saw. And I connect the PVC to a dryer hose, which then I just connect to my table saw with a hose clamp. So now, to get started, I'm going to unplug my table saw and get it moved out of the way. The reason I like to move my table saw out of the way for this is because all the dust that comes out of the bottom of this thing, it's going to be a lot easier to clean up, and the dust hole and vent are going to be a lot easier to get at if the table saw is moved away from the workbench. So now we can get started on getting off this dryer vent and checking out how clogged up it is and see if that's the main source of the problem, or if there's still more in the table saw. But just looking in the dryer vent hose, I've found multiple big strips of wood stuck in there, which is definitely a problem. So we're going to get that emptied out and then move on to the actual table saw dust collection and see how that goes from there. And just looking inside the table saw, you can obviously tell that it's clogged somewhere in there. But my best bet is obviously because there's some big strips of wood stuck in there. So first thing I'm going to do is take out the blade, because I'm definitely going to be reaching my hands in there at some point to help clear out a lot of that dust and wood chips. And taking the blade out just makes a little bit more room, and you don't have to worry about getting poked in the arm with your blade, because that's no fun. And just remember, keep your table saw off. And also, just remember, get a dust mask. And now, of course, the fun part, emptying out all of the dust and wood chips and stuff. As you can see, there's a lot in there. But there's also some big wood strips that I was able to pull out of there, which are definitely something you don't want in there, because that is, as I've been saying, something that'll really clog up your table saw dust collection real quick. So also, when you're doing this, just make sure that A, you're wearing a dust mask, because obviously there's going to be a lot of dust in the air, and B, try to do a thorough job. The reason I took out the blade in the top is because I can also access some of the dust from the top and really get a lot of it out. Putting your hand in through the bottom gets a good amount of it, but as you can see, putting my hand in the top gets a lot of it. And, don't just empty out or clean your table saw dust collection when it's not working, guys. Try and clean it out, once every couple weeks or once a week, whenever you really have the spare time, because it'll really help your table saw last longer, and obviously it'll keep your air cleaner. But once you're done getting all that dust out, just clean it up, of course. Clean shop is a safe shop, so make sure you're cleaning up your mess. That way it'll be a lot easier to function in your shop. And then obviously, once you've got everything swept up and cleaned, put it all back together. I figured, why would I show you guys me putting it all back together? Because that seems like something I wouldn't really want to watch. So, that's it. I hope you guys found some sort of enjoyment out of this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.